Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. In the name of Allah, both the most merciful and the most beneficent. Now let's continue our topic on transportation planning, and this part will focus on the activities that are crucial for transportation planning. First, I will elaborate and then I'll elaborate each of the point in in a, uh, in a descriptive manner. So first, what we need to know is to sorry identify problems, gather and analyze the data, forecast future traffic demands, and estimate the environmental and social impact, evaluate alternatives, and determine the alternative that meet the requirement and constraints of the problem at the lowest cost. So when we say identify problem, we need to first see whether the problem is because of the congestion, whether it is the occurrence of accident or it is the problem associated with how people are getting the public transportation. Is this problem is because of the negative environmental impact or this problem of the infrastructure that has got multiple cracks that need to be corrected. In transportation, in the problems congestion, we need to define with chronic traffic congestion the hours where congestion take place, invest the causes such as is it due to inadequate road capacity, bottlenecks, poor traffic flow management, traffic signal timing, the parking near the intersections. So whatever is the root cause, we have to identify that point. In safety, we consider the try to locate the places which has a higher accident rate, and we have to gather and we have to analyze and determine the root cause and contributing factor that has raised these safety concerns. Now, many of the problem in the mega cities like ours is the public transportation accessibility. It is either that the transportation planning, the oh sorry, the mass transportation pipeline does not exist, and if even if it exists, it is not accessible to the public for one reason or another one. Sometimes we have underserved areas and potential improvement in public transportation network. I always maintain that creating a facility is one job and creating accessibility is another job. So if both are not integrated, then the problem that we have solved will have no fruit to the public. Now, the environmental impact, we have to evaluate the environmental impact of transportation activities, and we have to identify the high pollution levels or ecologically how it has suffered and how it is sensitive. Sometimes, and many of the times in a city like ours, we have the traffic problem because of the poor maintenance infrastructure of the infrastructure. So we need to know what are those places where we have extensive cracking, potholes, or we have to ensure the safety of the motorist or near to this infrastructure failures. Now, in order to go ahead to solve this problem, we have to gather the traffic flow data. We have to collect it real time and the historical traffic flow data, use sensors, camera, and other technology to monitor the traffic pattern. In accident data, we take the data about the types, the location, and contributing factors. We have to analyze the police reports, the hospital records, and the insurance data. We have to know how much people are traveling from buses, trains, or other public transportation modes. We have to identify the peak usage timings and areas with low riderships. We have to monitor all level of transportation, all level of pollutions and air pollution, noise pollution, and impact, how they are affecting, how and what is the contribution of those uh, pollution type from the transportation. And let's not forget about the emissions and fuel consumptions that imbalance the economic environment equity. Then we have to have an infrastructure activity, compile data on the condition of the road, bridges, and public transit that include information of maintenance history and upcoming maintenance needs. So we have identified the data, we have gathered data, now it's turn to analyze the data. So what should we analyze? We analyze the congestion points, the patterns, traffic patterns, use modeling software to simulate traffic scenarios and evaluate potential solutions. We have to conduct a detailed analysis of the accident data and pinpoint high-risk locations. And we have to implement the safety measures that has been suggested, it has been proposed on the based on our analysis, uh, such as the traffic signal timings, traffic calming measures, improved signage around the road. Then We have to evaluate the efficiency of public transportation routes. We need to identify area for the route optimization or expansion based on the ridership data. We have to analyze environmental data to understand the impact of transportation on air and noise pollution and propose strategies to reduce the environmental footprint of transportation. We have to prioritize infrastructure projects based on the condition and importance of existing assets and develop a long-term plan for infrastructure maintenance and upgrades. Now, what we do for forecasting future demand? Obviously, we have to have, we work on data collection, means traffic count, congestion patterns and travel behavior, consider demographic changes, economic growth, and land use development. We have to utilize travel demand models to simulate future transportation needs. Includes we have to include, while the modeling, we have to include factors such as population growth, employment trend, and urban development. We have to go for scenario planning, develop multiple scenarios on different assumptions, consider factors like changes in transportation policies, new infrastructure projects, or shifts in commuting patterns. Let's not forget the roles of technology and innovation, and we need to include in our forecasting. Consider like autonomous vehicles or ride sharing on future travel demands, and we have to know the technology trend that might influence the transportation choices. Let's not forget about the data related to the public input, because they are the one who will be using this facility. So we have to organize seminars, we have to hold meetings, the corner meetings, and we try community to understand what we are planning and what are our preferences. We can do these surveys and public forums to gather input on the potential changes. Without involving the public input, no planning can be, no better plan can be achieved. Now, what we need to do in alternative analysis, we have to, in order to justify, we have to consider the long-term cost of each alternative, including maintenance, upgrade, and operational expenses. And this is what is known as life cycle costing. Sustainability is to be evaluated based on the environmental impact and long-term plans. There is a strong need of value engineering. We have to explore opportunities for value to achieve cost savings without sacrificing progress. Whenever we choose our solution, that needs to be flexible so that it can be adopted to future change under unforeseen circumstances. We have to again engage the public and the stakeholders to gain insights and build support for the selective alternative. Now, this is the second part of planning. I hope I'm able to communicate my thoughts, my knowledge on this aspect of planning. Uh, Allah Hafiz and take care.